Hello my beautiful subbies, welcome back to K-Obsession, where we talk all things K-pop, K-drama eventually, and just Korean culture in general. I know why most of you guys are here. You guys are probably here for the BTS World Original Soundtrack album that I am giving away. It is still unopened. If you guys are curious as to what it looks like, it has a beautiful, this is my copy of it, beautiful matte finish. It's got this beautiful hollow on it, and then when you open it up, right away you have the album right there on the lid. And then you also have your other merch inside. If you guys are playing BTS World, it does have this amazing hollow ticket that makes them disappear. It's hard to see it on the camera. So that's a cute little Easter egg. And in my album, I got super lucky and I ended up getting Namjoon. Everyone knows that he is my bias. So when I opened it up and found Namjoon just chilling inside, I almost shit myself. So this is going to be a vlog about KCON, but again, if you are interested in this giveaway that I am doing, since we just hit 200 subscribers, we're actually at 208 now, then make sure to stay tuned because I will give you the details on how to win this beautiful unopened album. So, KCON, New York, 2019. It was chaos. It was pure chaos. Right from the get-go, I wanted to make sure that I bought stuff to wear for KCON. Didn't really know what I wanted to do outfit wise. I originally bought this shirt. Can't tell if you can tell who it is, but it's my bias from Ateez, Mingi, with Gombe Gombe on it. I love this shirt so much. I got this one off of Etsy. Okay, so this one you'll see in the videos that I'm posting. So this shirt, obviously it's BTS. It is an original drawing done by 12 terabytes. It's kind of written right there on the shirt. My man Namjoon is up here on the top. I absolutely love it. This shirt quality is so soft, stretchy. The print on it, I was expecting more of kind of like when you do it yourself, kind of like you feel that plasticky feeling, but you don't feel it at all. Honestly, I love this shirt so much. And I got this one off of 12 terabytes. They did give me a code for my beautiful subbies to use. So if you go over to 12 terabytes, which I will link down below and I will have it here on the screen, just make sure to use my code KObsessionSummer 2019. You have that code access until August 31st. After August 31st, it's gone. But they've got a lot of BTS stuff. They're going to be adding more stuff to their shop, but it's all original artwork, so it's the only place where you can find those kinds of shirts. And also, when I was at the convention, I did have a chance to do a meet and greet with JRE from JRE KML at the 8mm booth. But you had to buy something in order to be entered in to do the giveaway. I mean the meet and greet. So I did purchase some merch from them. So I did buy one of their New Soul City shirt. New Soul City shirts. It's super comfortable. I bought the medium because I like the oversized feeling. I love when the sleeves are kind of baggy on me. And very soft. I really like it. The shirt is super bright. This camera does not do it justice. But yeah, go over and check them out. I will also tag them in my description and put it up here on the screen. The 8mm is definitely a good shop to buy stuff as well. It's where I also got my JRE Love Fingers cap, which I've put through the works. I have definitely worn that thing way too many times, and I think it's time I buy a new one. I did also take the time and hunt down these babies. I know that they do have these on Amazon, and I was going to wait and buy them on Amazon, but it was just too hard to pass up when you were walking around and there were only a certain number of these left. because they were flying off the shelves like hotcakes. I'm not even kidding you. Everyone that went wanted to see Ateez. So every single one of these were just flying off the shelves. And your girl ran over and grabbed one as quickly as she could and stuffed it into her bag. I purchased it, obviously. We had to get up at, I think I got up at like 4 a.m. just to make sure I had everything I needed. And then we were out of the door by like 5:20ish. And then we drove to New York. I live in PA, as you guys have heard before. Got into the city. We parked up by where I used to live, up in Upper Manhattan, in like the Inwood area, and just figured we would take the train downtown. Of course, I did make a sign to use for trading purposes, but I left it in the car, and then I was like, oh well, I'm not going back for it. The train, there was a lot of congestion on the trains that day as well. A lot of stop and go, and a couple of the other people in my group chats were also going through the same problem of train delays and things like that. Don't know why, of course, of all days, it had to be on a Saturday. But finally got down to Penn Station, which is as far down as I could possibly get on that train, and then we took the 15-minute walk over to Javits. As we got closer, we started seeing fellow KCONers, so that was awesome. And at first we were really confused as to where to go, but they did have a sign up for the main entrance area that it was only for workers, people that were working the event. And then you had to take the staircase down and under, and there was a little entrance with all these, like, you know, guardrails and everything trying to guide people. As soon as you walk in, the security guards were really nice. They check your bags, and then they run you through, obviously, a metal detector, which is fine. I do appreciate that for safety reasons. And then you take the first escalator downstairs, and that is where you check in. So there were a whole line of booths, and then they had everyone lined up in it. We got there super early, though. We were there by like 8:30. I think it started at 8 for check-in. And so we didn't have to wait online too long. They usher us down. They scan our tickets that we had on our phone, and then they issue us our KCON wristbands. So this are the ones from this year. I was able to get mine off because they made them loose enough, because once they put these on, if you tighten them anymore, you can't reverse it. I mean, there's little pegs inside, and I'm sure if I, you know, lift them up, I could take this part off, but for now I'm going to leave it like this. And these are good for 2 days, but I was only able to go for Saturdays, so I wasn't going to sell mine like a lot of people were. I wanted to keep mine. And then they also give you your artist engagement packets. So I only had the A4. I had bought one artist engagement for me and my sister. But what we noticed is that they were putting them out in like groups. So a lot of people were getting the same groups. And what I also didn't enjoy was that you could possibly get groups that weren't even performing or interacting that day. So me and my sister got G-Idol. I love G-Idol, but that was not the group that I wanted, because G-Idol wasn't doing their audience and everything until Sunday, and I wasn't going to be there for Sunday. So I basically had a ticket that I wasn't going to be able to use. So I spent a good 2 hours trying to trade and find a way to get Ateez. So we're just checking in. It is currently 10:07 at the convention. It is chaotic. There are Ateez trades going on everywhere, but guess what your girls got? We got an Ateez. I know it's gonna be backwards on camera, but we doesn't fucking matter. We were scrounging forever because we originally only got the G-Idol one, but we've been looking for Ateez, and then this girl came up and was like, hey, do you want my Ateez for like 30 bucks? And we're like, hell yeah.
And then we got another one for 35.
And then, yeah, and then another girl, like, we went over them and we're like, do you still have your Ateezes? Like, and she's like, yeah, we want to sell it for like 35 bucks. And I was like, yes, please, thank you. So at least we're going to still breathe the same air. It was a bloodbath. I kid you not. There were girls screaming that they wanted Ateez. People coming up to me asking me if I had Ateez. Everyone wanted Ateez. They wanted the high touch. They wanted the audience. I was watching girls in front of me buy Ateez high touches for like $200+ in cash because of how much they wanted to meet them. I was able to find someone to buy my G-Idol audience for like 20 bucks. I lowered the price. I think the face value was like $25 for any audiences. So I just sold it to her, and I had one extra G-Idol that I gave away when I was leaving, when I was in line for Starbucks. And we did go upstairs all the way to the top where there was a huge line to get into the con. Very misleading, because for a good 5 minutes I was standing on line. The line was huge and I did not know what the line was for. There were no signs that said that this was the line to get into the convention part, and that you didn't have to wait on this line if you were going to an artist engagement. So luckily we noticed a lot of people downstairs walking around, going downstairs. So we went down there to where the Ateez one was supposed to be, because we wanted to line up an hour and a half early to get online. And thank God we did, because when I show you the footage, we were right on the barricade of audience. I don't know how. There was a huge line, but everyone kind of spread out when they got in to the audience, and I was able to get up on the barricade, so that was great. I literally wanted to, I didn't know that my pulse was going to start beating so fast when Ateez came out. I was not expecting that kind of reaction from my body, but I was so excited when I saw them in person. I didn't even care if I didn't have a high touch, you know? I was jealous, but at the same time, just to be in the same room as them was just amazing. I got really great footage, which I will put in now.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, Ateez. Looking up Mingi right now. And first, in the morning, I sleep like this, and what? Okay. Okay, so basically every member wakes up each other and or wakes up next to each other member. So, that's cute. Next question. This one. What's your favorite Avengers member? 가장 좋아하는 어벤져스 member? I love Spider-Man. I think like Venom. You know Venom? I think Venom. I love Doctor Strange. I like Iron Man. I like Thor. Me too. I love Iron Man.
Honestly, that was the best freaking time I've ever had. I've never been to KCON. I've never been to an audience. They had to cut it short, unfortunately, because they did too many Q&A. So we didn't get to do any games, because I know that the boys were in there beforehand and they were doing a balloon game after their QA, but we were kind of rushed, which kind of stunk a little bit. But it's alright. It's whatever. Ateez, I kid you not, was everywhere during this convention. I felt so bad for the rest of the groups, like the boys and all the other ones, just because I felt like they weren't given a lot of chances to go out and interact. Ateez, just besides their audience, they came out 3 times during the convention. They came out to do the Dance Jenga inside of the KCON Live booth. They were on the KCON stage doing some stuff, and then they were also over at one of the astrology, what's your astrology sign booths as well. anytime you heard screaming from one end of the convention, I kid you not, all these girls went running. It was just a stampede of girls and some guys running, and then people were boosting each other up on each other's shoulders to get a better view because there were just so many people. I would have waited and I would have tried to get closer, but it was just a mob scene and I'm too short for that. I'm only 5'4". I can't see over these people. So I immediately was like, you know what? While you guys are busy doing that, I'm gonna go get merch, which I got the last of the Ateez ones from one of the booths. So, the con setup was different from what I've seen in previous years from like their videos and other people's vlogs. There wasn't. What I didn't like is that, you know, they don't keep in mind that people don't go there all the time for both days, which I don't like that, you know, they kind of spread it out because I really wanted to see a random dance play in person and kind of hang out around there, but they weren't doing it until Sunday afternoon, so I wasn't going to be able to do it. I think they were doing one Saturday evening, but it kind of conflicted with my schedule of what I wanted to do, so I couldn't do that. They did have this one dance booth set up the whole day, and they were doing like full songs. So I don't know if that was like a competition to win anything. We were kind of moving around. They did have a food truck in there for Red Baron, and they were giving out free slices of pizza. The line was not too bad. People were moving pretty fast through it, so it was worth it. There were a lot of freebies, different raffles you could enter, different things you could do. They had a dance workshop set up on the other side. Panels, I was really sad because all of the good panels, like the roast of JRE and all that stuff, were going to be on Sunday, so I couldn't do any of that. I wasn't really too interested in some of the panels that were going on Saturday. They did have a watercolor. You could watercolor your favorite K-pop artist from KCON, but we got there too late because we couldn't find it because we didn't realize that it was in a completely different section, so we had to go up the escalator and then go back down into the convention side for the panels. But when we did go down there, we just, you know, we turned around after realizing it was full, and lo and behold, Jerry was just standing there. My heart started beating. I got so scared. It's like seeing a celebrity, and I freaked out. He was supposed to do his meet and greet at the 8mm booth, but while we were waiting online to do that, they did inform us that some personal matters came up and he couldn't attend his meet and greet, which really bummed us out. So I just assumed I wasn't going to get a chance to meet him. And then, lo and behold, he's standing right there. He didn't sound too great. He sounded like he was exhausted, so I didn't want to bug him and sit there talking to him for too long. But I did get a photo with him. I was shot by the end of the day. I hate the way I looked in that photo because, oh no, I was so exhausted. Towards the end, it was really funny. We were waiting online at Starbucks, and the girl that I gave away, I just walked up to some girl and was like, hey, do you want my G-Idol audience for tomorrow? Because I'm not going to be here. Like, are you going to be here? And she said, sure. And then she asked me if I wanted any photo cards from the boys, and I was like, do you have Kevin? And she freaked out because all she had was Kevin photo cards. So she like gave me them immediately, and I was freaking out. And the funny part is that she started hiding her excess ones all over Starbucks. Like, I'll put in some footage. She was just hiding them in like the cup holders, in the sugar holder thing, like just putting Kevin everywhere. Overall, this has been a super fun experience. I hope that I get the chance to do it again, and I hope that one day maybe this channel will be big enough that I'll be able to be on a panel one day. If you guys are watching this in the future and I am at KCON as a panel guest, then hi high five me. But that's a big goal of mine. I've always wanted to do that, and I think that would be so much fun to be recognized, especially more so by you guys. I had a couple of subbies recognize me and come up and hug me at KCON, and it was it threw me off. I totally forgot that I even had this channel for a second. Like, I just was freaking out like everyone else, you know, fangirling like everyone else. So thank you guys so much for coming up to me. So now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, info. I keep turning it the wrong way. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. So the moment you guys have all been waiting for, the giveaway for the unopened BTS World official, got the sticker, official soundtrack album. So this is going to be, these are going to be the rules, essentially. This is going to go from the time that this video is uploaded until I will announce the winner on August 1st. Alright, August 1st is the day that I pick the winner. It'll be completely by random, so please do not spam me with, you know, money offers or anything like that, or try to do favoritism. I'm not doing that. It's complete random. It's complete fairness. In order to be eligible for this giveaway, you must be subscribed to me. All right, so you have to hit that. You have to hit that subscribe button. I can't talk today. Hit that notification bell. All right, that's step number 1. Step number 2, you also have to be following me on Instagram. All right, that is where I post all my updates, and that will be where I am announcing the winner for this on top of my channel as well. So you have to follow me at k.obsessed1. That is my official Instagram for this channel. And you also have to leave a comment down below on this video as to who your ultimate bias is. And if you can't pick one, give me one from each of your groups. Do whatever you would like, all right? But you have to leave a comment, you have to subscribe and hit the bell, and you also have to be following me on Instagram to win this album. I will be shipping it. We'll ship it for free to you guys, all right? So yeah. Giveaway is going to be announced on the 1st of August. That is my month, my birthday in August. So make sure that once you guys see this video, do what I told you to do, and you'll be entered, and then it'll be completely random and announced on the 1st. All right. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and then also make sure to hit that notification bell for more notifications when I'm uploading, because you know your girl is sporadic everywhere. Yeah, and leave a comment about what was your experience if you went to KCON, and if you're going to KCON LA, did this help you at all? Probably not, because you guys have a better KCON, definitely, with the amount of days and everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.